Okay, we are on to the Breeders' Cup 2-year-old juvenile filly dirt race. And this is a possible single for me. I really like Scottish Lassie in here. I'm going to really highly consider singling her in the pick five. Of course, don't everybody jump to conclusions. Oh man, it's a week out. What are you talking about? We're just gaining thoughts. We're just starting to make ABC charts. I've got the list that I'm going to be emailing everybody with just kind of how I'm thinking as of now. We'll adjust for post positions. Don't panic. It's just trying to help guys as they read the forms this weekend, okay? Scottish Lassie. I really like this horse. I think she won the toughest prep race. I think the Furset was really a good, solid race. It was the fastest race of the prep races, and I think Scottish Lassie dominated. And maybe I'm happy because I cashed on her at 6-1. I wish I'd have bet more. I'm mad at myself now that I didn't fire as big as I wanted to because I was at Keeneland that day and I was only betting Belmont 100. And man, if I'd have bet 5-5 on her, I'd have really made a score. But anyway, I like Scottish Lassie. So then I had to look at the Bob Baffert non-compliant. You know, the West Coast horses, since they've been drug testing, have not been near what they used to be. Bob Baffert horses have lost 15 points in Beyer speed figures since they've been testing. I don't know why. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. All I know is his filly ran an 82 and an 81. She didn't run in the 90s. She's got to get faster to win. I don't think she beat much, but she did win the Oak Leaf. You know, she could be pretty good. And she's the only West Coast horse that on her home track that I could consider. Immersive. You guys know, normally I love Brad Cox. But this horse won at 10-1, at 12-1, and then at 8-5. So the word was not out that she was some star. You know, she won first time out, but of all the Cox information we get, she wasn't one of them. You know, she wasn't on the list of, hey, I think these are my best horses. Maybe she's really good, maybe she's not. Her numbers suggest she's just okay. So 68, 83, 80, unless there's a rag number that says she's running in the 95 buyer area, I think at this price, she's way too low. But she's got a chance, of course. Snow White. Well, I know Gargan thought she was some super filly and she lost first time out. Then they thought, oh, there's no way she could lose this time. And yeah, she didn't get the greatest trip in the world from the rail, and that can be forgiven. And if Snow White's a huge price, I can understand using her. I can absolutely understand using her. But she's got to get way faster. But if she's a big price, if you like Scottish Lassie, which I do, you got to consider taking her. Lacara. Well, I don't like the layoff from mid-September, but I do like her Pocahontas. The race kind of fell apart. They went pretty fast, and then they went really slow home. Nobody's really come out of that race. But she's getting better. She's won 2 in a row. It took her a little time to get better. She's got a chance. Now, here's the one everybody wants me to talk about, American Bikini. Well, look, I've watched what they showed on, can't remember if it was TVG or what, but I think Caitlin Free showed it. So maybe it was on Twitter, X, I can't remember. But Caitlin does a really nice job at these Japanese and these Euros of putting videos out, making her opinions. And so this one caught my eye on the video, and we just don't know how good she is as far as who she was running against. So the thing that scares me is she was favored both her first 2 starts. She did get beat in her first start. They laid her up for 4 or 5 months and brought her back. She wasn't favored and she won. But I don't know how good that stake race was. I don't know the quality of that field. She's okay. I can see taking her if you spread out, but if you can't single her, you just can't. And so I'm going to consider singling Scottish Lassie. I'm going to take a little look at non-compliant Snow White and American Bikini. I'm probably going to bet against Immersive. And that's kind of the way I'm thinking right now as we move to the next video.